Guys, if you're looking to gain muscle, stay lean, in today's video, I'm gonna take you through everything that I know on how I do a successful lean gaining phase. We're in for push today, so we're gonna do some training along the way and give you some tips and tricks. Let's jump into it. So before we get into this working set, one thing people get wrong is they feel like they have to do a dirty bulk when gaining muscle. And that is nothing but not the truth. So when you want to gain some lean tissue, you need to be in a surplus for a long period of time, and you want to be getting progressively stronger. That can come from better technique within your training, additional reps to whatever load you're using, and also adding more load to the movement over time. Again, the goal is to be in a progressive overload state for as long as possible. So you want to make sure your gaining phase goes on for as long as possible.
Big set, big set. Easy. Easy.
So when you're in a gaining phase, one of the biggest mistakes people do is they eat way too much. You don't need to be in a 1,000 calorie surplus. You need to be in a slight calorie surplus. And I'm talking 100, 150 calories above maintenance. Just enough fuel to be able to train harder, give your body the fuel and nutrients that it needs to recover. And that is what's going to give you a sustainable gaining phase.
Nice.
We'll definitely take that. That's one up.
Yeah, definitely.
That's one up.
Nice.
So we just got one extra rep from our last week's session. So last week we got 8 reps. That week we got 9. It's progress. As long as you're adding that additional load, you're going to be getting progressively stronger. We're going to be building muscle. Remember, building muscle takes a long, long time. So we want to make sure that when we're in this gaining phase, we're not in it for 2 weeks, 2 months, 4 months, but we're in it for 6 months, 12 months, hopefully 18 months, as long as we don't get too sloppy with the physique. So when it comes to gaining weight, how much weight should you be gaining and over how long period of time? So someone like myself, I've been training a long time now, so my rate of gain is going to be a lot less than someone that's new to training. If you're new to training, your rate of gain can be slightly more advanced because you're going to have what they call newbie gains. You're going to gain more muscle tissue in a short period of time. Between year 1 and 3 is where you're going to really see them newbie gains. For myself, right now, I'm looking at gaining 0.3 kg per calendar month, slowly pushing that body weight up over time. I started off at a lean physique, probably around 10% body fat, and I'm just gonna slowly push that up. I don't want my physique to get sloppy, and if I can keep that nice and tight, I can keep getting progressively stronger, and I can do that for a prolonged period of time, I should be able to grow some good amount of muscle tissue in that time. So when you're looking to go into a lean gaining phase, you wanna keep that composition tight. First off, make sure your composition is tight, somewhere between 10, 15% body fat will be a really nice prime position to be. You want to understand and establish your maintenance calories. You want to understand where is your true maintenance calories. And you're going to do that by trial and error. Say you're eating 2,500 calories and you're maintaining your body weight for 3-4 weeks. You know that's your maintenance calories. From there, I want you to trickle in 100 extra calories from some carbohydrates. That's really going to transfer over into your training performance. Again, our goal is to get progressively stronger. We need to give that muscle a reason to grow. And then from here, we want our body weight to be slowly creeping up, little by little. Like I said, very small rate of gain per a calendar month. Keep the composition tight, focus on the training, focus on getting stronger. You will build muscle. We're into our second exercise now. We're doing a flat dumbbell press. We just PB'd really nicely on that, which was amazing. The session started off really well. We're gonna be going to a flat dumbbell now. Gonna go for 42.5 kilos. Let's get another PB.
So I was gonna ask you, what should training look like on a gaining phase?
Yeah, so we wanna be looking again at building that quality tissue. We want to have a program that we can stick to for a prolonged period of time. So you don't want to chop and change your program. You want to be doing it for say 6 months. Within that 6-month block, you want to be asking yourself every week, have you progressed any of your exercises? And again, that can come from your exercise technique to additional reps. For us, for example, we have a variety of different rep ranges. We have the 6 to 10, we have the 8 to 12, the 10 to 15. Every week we want to be looking at a logbook and saying, can I beat that number?
Yeah.
Going into every exercise, every set, challenging yourself. You really want to be pushing it to the point of you finish that set and go, I had nothing left.
Yeah.
Really pushing to that mechanical failure. I believe if you want to change the visuals, you want to build that muscle, you need to give it a reason to change. Right guys, so we're jumping into the first working set of the second exercise. Flat dumbbells, 42.5s, 5 reps last time. The goal is to beat that. I'm going to beat that today. You've heard it firsthand. I'm about to absolutely smash it because I feel strong.
Up. Easy, full control. Light weight, light weight. Drive, easy. Full control. Drive, easy. It's all you. All you, easy. Light work, light work. Come on, few more, easy. Drive, drive, yes. If you need me, I'm here. Drive,
Don't
drive, drive, yes, come on, bro.
So when it comes to your macronutritional breakdown within your calories, we want to be looking at 1 gram of protein to 1 pound of lean body weight. When it comes to your fat intake, you want to be looking at 0.8 to 1.2 grams per kilo of body weight, and then the remaining calories coming from carbohydrates for energy. So that one's your macro breakdown, and then as you're pushing up over time, adding in additional carbohydrates to that to fuel yourself correctly. So when you're in this muscle building phase, it's very important to make sure that you're focusing on the areas that you really want to bring up. So in this block for us, we're actually focusing heavily on the delts. There's more volume within the exercises over the week, and we're just going to slowly push it up over time, making sure we're getting progressively stronger, making sure we're adding that additional load. And also, if we're recovering well, we'll actually start pushing that volume up too. So focus on a muscle group that you are lagging in, and make sure you are giving that emphasis whilst you're in that growth phase. So something that's extremely important when in a gaining phase, when in any phase, is make sure you have a plan. 1, you have a training plan that you're sticking to and you're adhering to. And 2, you have a plan in what your goal is within that phase. Again, in this phase, it's a gaining phase, so making sure we're sticking to it. We're not gaining for a minute and then pulling back. We're gaining, we're getting to that end destination, and then we're gonna start that dieting phase. Pulling off that little bit of body fat, getting you primed for possibly the summer. So really make sure you stick to the phase and you don't yo-yo. So this is exercise 4 now, finishing off the chest before we go into our next exercise, which is going to be a cuffed lateral raise. Again, we're bringing up lagging body parts in this phase. So one thing that I used to get absolutely hooked on when I was younger was scale weight going up and other people's body weight, other people's rate of gain. Remember, everyone's different. Genetically, everyone's different. Everyone's going to be able to add muscle at a different rate. Some people can add muscle extremely well. They're genetic outliers. There's other people that can't gain as much muscle as fast. Someone like myself, very hard to gain muscle. And even if I went into a surplus for a long period of time, I'd end up just getting fat. I've actually done a big gaining phase, and I'll show you a photo on the screen now, last year, where I pushed body weight up. I just look like a blobby mess, mate. I'm not doing that again, so don't do that. So make sure your rate of gain isn't anything too crazy, and just make sure that you're staying in your lane. Your weight's your weight, your physique goal's your physique goal. Don't worry about anyone else, just focus on you and your goals. Ooh, wow. So as you can see, every exercise pushing to that failure. I'm going to be taking everything to that mechanical failure. Nothing left in reserve, continuing to push. Right then, so we are now wrapping up with the cuff lateral raise. This is our last exercise. Then we're going to get on the bike for 20 minutes to do some cardio. And that's gonna be my last tip of the day for you guys. If you are in a lean gaining phase, don't get sloppy with less steps. If your steps are 10,000 a day, keep them at 10,000 a day. Cardio, I'm doing cardio 4 times a week, 20 minutes on the bike, low intensity. It's just good for the heart health, burn some additional calories, and it keeps the habit up. So make sure you're still doing that. But guys, if you did like the video, smash the like button, comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.